It's March 9th. It's about 11 o'clock, 55 degrees or so. It's cool. We've had some warmer days in this. We're expected to get even colder tomorrow. So we've got a storm front coming in and it's gonna get very windy. So I thought I would, there's a lull right now. We had wind yesterday. Actually, this isn't a lull, it's windy. But we had a windy day yesterday and expecting it to be windy all day today and tomorrow. You see the buds on the pomegranate. We cleaned all these beds up. So progress has been made. The table that had the 4 bar stools, we took the 4 bar stools to the thrift shop. So they will have a new home. And so we've been kind of cleaning our patios. We did some spring cleaning. We got a new cupboard on our patio that's gonna house like some of the gardening equipment that we use all the time on this side of the house. So I cleaned that refrigerator top and behind the refrigerator and all that good stuff. I beat the dust out of that rug. Lots going on. Look at, I have a cilantro that's a bush. That thing's huge. Those are pretty. Covering up the agapanthus though. The red ones are really pretty. The plum trees are blooming. The buds are appearing on the trees. My husband cut back all of the lantanas and the bougainvilleas, and even the one bougainvillea's got quite a bit of color to it already. We cleaned the barbecue grill. I don't show these very often. I pinched some of these and I think it's helped with getting more blooms on them. Kind of pretty. I pinched back the stuff that wasn't like the silvery green, it's the darker green, and it seems to be in my favor. I did also spray them with some soapy water because they had like little bugs on them, and that I think helped them too. He's getting big. I'm drinking some cocoa. My husband cut back this Calibrachoa. We don't know that it made it, but that's okay. It had a nice life there. I keep, whatever this plant is getting some beautiful floral decor on it. I don't know if the bees like it or not, but it is pretty. Oh, yep, there's a bee. The bees just love this rosemary. Yeah, there's a couple of bees on here. That's cool. I'm glad they like it. My husband cut back this plant and the one in the whiskey barrel and this pot that used to sit there, I think I had marigolds in it last summer. I picked it up and it was full of tree roots, so it's over waiting to get recycled. I think my husband cut back that tree there, bush, whatever it is. He's been working on the stump, and this is the last get from the wood, but we have a lot piling up. We're kind of keeping track of it because it's kind of interesting how much wood we're getting off of it. It's hard to gauge how much work you've done unless you kind of see the results of your chipping away at it. So that's what we've been doing. At some point we're just gonna cover it up with dirt and plants, so it's gonna be a project that comes to an end shortly, but we're trying to do as much as we can right now while it's cool outside. I've been working at getting some of the leaves out from underneath these bushes and starting to trim them back a little bit. So I did do some vacuuming of the rocks, and then I also pulled out some of the, you can see there's a hole in this bush. I'm not very good at trimming bushes where I don't leave them majorly wounded. There's the strawberries. They're still coming along pretty good. And then I planted peas in the end here, and I don't know that that's a pea that's coming up. I don't think it is, but I planted sweet peas along the end there, and I keep watering them. So these little dudes, I think, are gonna like their new home. This is Society garlic, and it stinks. There's some kind of plant coming in there. Could be arugula. So I think that these will help with pests. So I like it because they are stinky plants. We've been spraying down our beds for the most part, trying to keep some moisture in the beds because we don't have any water. Well, my husband's got everything connected, but we haven't put any emitters in anything yet because we don't have anything planted. But there are signs of growth. I don't know what it is, but I'm excited about it. Same way on this bed, there's a lot of, this is like a bed full of greens, so it's slowly coming up. Not as fast as I would have thought, because I thought that the maturity on them was like 45 days, so you'd think it had been faster than this, but nope. My husband's been working on these two beds the last week, and the cilantro over here has gotten much larger, as well as this mustard. It's probably going to go to seed before I ever really get to use any of it. I also organized all of my stakes. So all of these stakes are now, can't get through there, arranged by size. I spent an entire afternoon. Those are the long ones, and then those are medium, and then over here the taller down to the shorter. So I feel good about that I have that all arranged. And what else? Oh, I planted up across the top the oleander that was in the rocks in the garden. I wanted it to have a home, so I waited until I could determine where the sun would hit it, and so I planted it right up there and staked it, and it seems to be doing okay. It didn't even wilt down or anything, so I hope. There's a sprinkler head right there, so I think it'll get plenty of moisture and hopefully it'll thrive there. I moved this table. It's gonna go at the end of the walkway here, but I'm not ready for it to be placed here yet. I want to get rid of most of these pots. Are probably going away. So, and the blueberries are doing well. I think these are called lemonade blueberries, and they've really leafed out. And we got the sand ready to pour into the crevices for the walkway. I just need to kind of blow it out, clean it up a little bit. We cut those cannas back. This thing is flowering and turning pretty ugly, so I will probably take and move the gazania that's over there and put it in this bed here so that I have 3 in a row that are all the same. And I intend to do that when it warms up a little bit. I have a hibiscus, like mahogany I think it is. I'm gonna plant in that round bed, and it gets fairly tall and wide, so I think it'll be a nice showy plant there. And now I'm thinking that based on the leaf structure, this might be a phlox, but I don't know yet. No flowers that I can see, but I think it's a phlox. Oh, I gotta put down my cocoa so I can shut off the camera. That's my garden diary. Today is March 9th. I'm in the little equipment room we have, and I've got some things growing in here. This is mainly peppers and tomatoes, and then I've got these big honkin' pumpkin things here that I shouldn't have planted, but I did. And then I planted these a couple weeks ago. Actually, I don't even think it's been 2 weeks yet.